Are we f***ed? The IPCC report, aka the biggest climate report there is, just dropped its final warning. Here are some takeaways. Number 1. Staying within the 1.5 degrees Celsius target is still possible. But we need to aggressively reduce emission levels if we want to secure a livable, sustainable future for the billions of people on this planet. Number 2. The money to fix this exists, but it's not getting to the right places. Countries in the global north need to fulfill their pledge to deliver $100 billion in annual climate funding to countries in the global south that need it. By the way, that pledge was made in 2010 with the goal to deliver the funds by 2020, but because they missed their deadline, it was extended to 2025. Number 3. Renewables have dropped in price since 2010, which means that the adoption rates have increased. According to the report, the price of solutions like solar and lithium-ion batteries have dropped by 85%, and wind has dropped by 55%, which has led to wider implementation of these solutions and is speeding up our transition away from fossil fuels. Number 4. Humans are undeniably the cause behind most of the change in climate. We've already warmed the planet by 1.1 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, leading to more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, and storms. These events have already displaced billions of people. Number 5. Governments have less than a decade to get their shit together. If we want to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, not only do we have to cut greenhouse gas emissions in half by 2030, but we also need to start removing CO2 from the atmosphere. While things like the Inflation Reduction Act in the US help us get closer to our target, we need to stop approving big oil initiatives like the Willow Project or starting new coal plants. It's like taking one step forward and 2 steps back. Number 6, we've already crossed some irreversible tipping points, and we might be crossing some more soon. Sea level rise is already unavoidable for centuries and even millennia to come, all due to the ocean warming and ice sheets melting. According to the report, sea levels will remain elevated for thousands of years. But we're also at risk of continued glacier melt, permafrost carbon loss, high extinction rates for endemic species in biodiversity hotspots, increases in direct flood damages, and irreversible damage to ecosystems like forests, coral reefs, and in Arctic regions. The main takeaway here is that we have to act with urgency and efficiency. This might be our final warning, but we're not totally f***ed yet. So how many more ecosystems and lives are we willing to lose?